Hello everyone, we are back for our matchup debate series of style of videos. I have two teams of 7th graders with me here today, and they're going to be in a battle of wits. There are 3 questions plus an additional bonus question, and we'll see which team subjectively answered these questions the best. This is all for fun and for the sake of reflection. Here's my teams of 7th graders this week. To my right, your left, I have Ashtyn and Audrey. They are team AA. And over here on my left, your right, I have Samya and Madison. They are team Purple Elephants. All right, we did a coin toss before the video started, and the coin toss winners were the Purple Elephants. So they have first choice on the first card. And I'm going to give you the topic, and then we'll ask the question, and then you can make the decision. Our first question is all about schoolwork. So Purple Elephants, you can decide to go first, or you can pass it and let AA go first. Whatever you choose. Here's the question before you decide, all right? Schoolwork. Do teachers, especially in middle school, but teachers in general, did they do a good job of balancing academic work with social time? Or do teachers need to do a better job of giving you opportunities to socialize more instead of just academic rigor and work? You get the question, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you get to decide whether you're going first or going to pass. Schoolwork. Do the teachers do a good job balancing schoolwork and social life, or do they need to do better?
We'll go first.
Okay, go ahead, Samya or Madison.
I think teachers do good in balancing schoolwork and social time sometimes, but most of the time we're always working individually and studying for tests or like doing individual worksheets and homework.
Sure.
But like sometimes when we're doing group activities, like maybe a book club, which we do in ELA, we have good group time during that. But other than that, there's not much social time, so we could improve on that.
You're saying more.
Yeah.
It's also okay to say a little of both. So if you want to take one side or the other, a little of both. But you say teachers need to do more social time.
Yeah.
Okay. Madison, anything else?
I think that it depends on the teacher too. Like it depends if like they're stricter and stuff. I also think that like some teachers just go from one assignment to the next without like giving like any time in between after they finish.
So you're both saying teachers do some, but we could offer even more.
Yeah, so most of the time we're doing individual work and we rarely ever get social time. It's there, but we don't get much of it.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, over to AA. Purple Elephant's pretty good start.
I think I agree with Madison, like it depends on what teacher it is, but also if sometimes in ELA our teacher will be like when the passing period is going on, and since we have a ELA block, so it's 2 periods, we get to like stand and stretch and like walk around outside, so it's like good with that, and so we get social time. But I think we could improve on social time a little bit more too.
So overall, teachers need to offer more, it sounds like so far. Ashtyn, anything else?
Yeah, I agree. But also, like, if you're, like, in the groups with two, like, lots of people doesn't know what's really going on, and the other person just, like, tells them answers and stuff, so that's, like, why we could do social work, but also, like, if you want to do, like, work together, it could also, because if you don't understand the question, it could help people learn even more.
Sure, I get
Lots
that.
of kids are afraid to answer, like, questions for teachers and raising their hand.
Or ask questions.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking social time as group work. I was just thinking informal, just time to chill. Does health class do enough of that? Do we do some?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time we do social
Yeah.
work.
Like it's more than any other class does.
Is it? I was wondering compared to other content areas if we have more just downtime or social time
Like
than others.
Audrey said, her ELA teacher gives them a break in between classes. My ELA teacher doesn't.
Yeah, like my
Yeah.
ELA teacher gives me like brain breaks and stuff, like a 5-minute brain break.
Or
Yeah.
5 minutes before passing period, she lets us like get up and stretch. But last year, my teacher didn't do that.
Last year my teacher
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, it depends on the teacher
So
too.
it sounds like both teams are saying teachers need to offer more social time, just without even a topic. Just time to talk, listen, hang out. All right, what am I doing on this first card? We'll award the card and the point to the team that does the best answering. I think I'm split. I think both teams have a good start to our first matchup series of this school year. So I got to split it. So we're at 1 and 1. I don't know. I like what was said right away, but Ashtyn made some pretty good points to follow up about group work too and social work. All right, so we're at, technically, I guess we're still kind of just tied. 0.5 to 1 and 1. All right, next question. And first up to choose whether to answer or not is our team called Double A over here, Ashtyn and Audrey. This question is all about quiet time, and you can decide to answer first or to pass it. I think there's sometimes a benefit of going first, but you'll have to find out, you know. All right, quiet time. Ashtyn and Audrey, team Double A, here's the question. Are middle schoolers good about including alone time, some quiet time, in their day? Or do they need to do better at getting away from other people and away from screens and including a little bit more alone time, just quiet time? Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so are middle schoolers good or do they need to do better? What's your choice, first or second?
We'll go first.
Okay.
I feel like it depends on like the student or like person, because some people could like be sitting in the back corner like by themselves, like not wanting to do anyone with anything else. But some people will be like sitting around all their friends, like talking to them, all that stuff. And sometimes like when you get home, they're like immediately asking their friends to like hang out. Some people are just like, I just like want to like chill until tomorrow.
So it depends on the person. So you're not even taking one or the other.
No.
You think it just depends?
Yeah.
Okay, Ashtyn, what do you think? Do middle schoolers need more quiet time?
Sometimes I do think they are, because I also depends, but like also like if if somebody's like sitting like in the corner like she said, like lots of like things decrease like their learning if they're if they're like listening to like music or something.
Sure.
And also like if you're talking to somebody, lots of people if like have sports after school and they'll just go on their phone and stuff and they don't even remember doing their homework or doing. So at like once they get home where it's like kind of late from their sport or something, they'll be like, oh wait, I had homework, and then like they don't have time to do it.
Yeah. Okay, a nice start. Now sometimes it's tough to be put on the spot first, so maybe there's a benefit in going second and having some think time, you know? All right, ladies, Madison or Samya, team Purple Elephants. Do middle schoolers need more quiet time in their day?
I think middle schoolers don't have much quiet time based on their personality, because a lot of people in 7th grade are really loud, and like if you see our grade walking out of lunch, they're so loud and they're very social. But when it comes to class, like some people can be like extremely quiet and you won't even know that they're there. But they could be quiet in a good and a bad way. They could be quiet in a good way, saying like they're focusing on what they're learning in class and they're finishing their homework on time if they have something after school. Or they can be quiet in a bad way, not learning or having any social time or talking to anybody. That could also be hurting themselves because they don't talk to anybody else, and just staying alone the whole time isn't good for you.
Some good points by Samya. What else, Madison?
I think that like Samya said, a lot of people are really social at like lunch, so they probably they don't need much more time after that because they get to see all their friends and stuff. And it also depends on the person too, because like it depends. Like some people just don't want to hang out with people sometimes because they're like tired.
Sure. And that's okay. Right? That's okay. So, what's the choice here? More quiet time? Or it depends? Because it sounds like Double A says, it just depends. They're in the middle.
Also because like lots of people, if they're like I said in the last question, some people don't have like the gut to raise their hand in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So if they socialize with people, they can work together by finding an answer, and the other person who is comfortable raising their hand, they can do it. So and say like, we both agreed on this question.
Yeah, get it. What's the best time to be alone and quiet? Is it like late at night? Is that the best? Does that make the most sense?
Not necessarily. It's not late at night, because you can also be quiet during school, but you should also be social too, especially when you're learning. Being quiet's like the best choice, so you can focus on what the teacher is teaching and you can learn properly. So in case if there's like a test coming up, and if you're quiet and you are looking at like the board and learning what the teacher's teaching, you could also get good grades on the test. So there's ups and downs of being quiet, but you shouldn't be too quiet too.
Mhm.
You should also have like 50-50, like social and quiet.
I wonder if some people would disagree and say they learn best being loud and
I would-
social.
Yeah, I would say I learn better being social with people and like interacting, because sometimes like if there is a test and some people want to be quiet and study by themselves, but other people could want to like do flashcards with a friend or like a booklet or something.
Yeah.
And like if like you don't know, like let's say like you're doing like assignment and you don't know like a question or something, you can maybe ask like your partner. But if you're not social, you can't, and you can maybe like risk getting that question wrong. And like
Yeah.
socializing with people can make it.
Well, I think AA had some really valid points here at the end about potentially learning with social time, or being, not even like quiet time, just being louder. But I gotta say, Samya, I think, carried this early because she had a nice couple of points, especially as we focus about being mindful and focus. Sometimes quiet time does benefit you in school. Plus, she was mentioning some stuff towards the nighttime. I think I got to give the card to the purple elephants, which means they take the lead 2-1 right now. I don't know, is that the right decision? You can let us know from home, but there's where we are after 2 questions. Okay, who's first on our next one? We're back to these elephants over there, purple elephants. Okay, purple elephants, the next card is all about unplugging. Here's the question. Do teens need help from teachers and maybe even parents for strategies for a healthy balance of screen time? I'll say again before, as you're thinking, in terms of unplugging, being away from the internet, away from streaming services, away from video games, do teenagers in general need some help on how to do that? Or do they know and they just don't execute? What are your overall thoughts on unplugging and providing young people with some strategies for how to do that? You want to answer first or second, purple elephants?
We'll answer first.
Okay, go for it.
I think unplugging is a good thing when it comes to like during school time too. It differs between summer and school, because summer you don't have much work to do, especially because there's no like weight over you thinking like, oh, I have to do homework, oh, I have to do this. But during the school time, if you have too much screen time and you come home and you choose to relax and sit down or watch a movie and then maybe go on your phone for a little bit, you could lose track of time, and it could be too late to finish your homework or study for a test or do anything of that. And when you go to school the next day, you'll get your assignment as turned in late because you won't have enough time to do it the night before. But sometimes people do all like by themselves. People do have their schedules like already laid out, so they don't take much screen time off of that. Like they don't do too much screen time, and they have a certain time to do their homework, certain time to go to sports and all of that. Some people do it for themselves, but some people also need to improve and get help from parents or teachers because they can't control their schedule by themselves.
Yeah, so do we need to give you more strategies on how? We might say something like, limit your screen time, but do you need to know more on how you would do that or what would help your brain?
Some people already know how you can do it,
Yeah.
but some people are confused, like what does screen time have to do with any of my work or studying.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Nice start by Samya again. All right, Madison, anything to add for purple elephants?
I think that like some people know that they have to do homework and stuff, or they have to do stuff, but like after like school, they don't. Some people just don't want to do anything, so they just avoid it and go on their like phones and stuff. So like they do need reminders to tell them like, oh, you gotta go do your homework and stuff, because even if they know that they have to, they still like don't.
We've been working on some stress management in class, in health class. We've been talking about time, where to spend time. Those are positive coping strategies. Do you think that 7th graders know those already? Or do we need to keep providing them as parents? We might just say, hey, unplug, but there could be a way to do that to help with stress. Should we talk more about it or not? What do you think, AA?
I think like people like can do their homework on their computers, and like they could get distracted from another open tab, like doing that has something else or like a game, so they could get distracted from that too. And also like if you're on your phone and like technology could be a good thing too, because you can like set a reminder, like do your homework for like 15 minutes later, so then you'll just like, you can just like go on your phone, and then once that reminder sets off, then you'll just be like, oh shoot, I have to do my homework.
Yeah, gotcha. What else, Ashtyn?
This is kind of like what Madison said, but like when they're on social media, like they'll be like, okay, like after this, like maybe video, I'll do my homework, but they keep getting carried away and they keep looking at the video, and then like when it's late, they're like, oh wait, I never did my homework, and they're like, oh, I'll just do it in the morning, and then it never gets done in the morning. And I know that happened to me a lot, but lots of people get carried away by social media, and like people text about it and think about more of it in school than a lot of their like assessments in school, and like they can get really carried away.
We know those apps are designed to keep the viewer on. You know that already. So it's not like it's a trick, but it still is happening, even though we know that it's meant to keep us scrolling.
Yeah.
It's a really good point by Ashtyn. I think I got to give that card, because of what Audrey and Ashtyn just said, to Double A. Although I don't know, Samya's really doing a great job over here at the Purple Elephants. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So we're heading in. That could have been the wrong call, but we're heading into the bonus question, tied up 2-2 going into the bonus. And the bonus question is simply for fun every single time we do these matchup debates. Here's the bonus question to quickly think about. And first to act will be Double A this time, right? Okay, here's the question. What's a better vacation? Traveling or staying home? You can think summer vacation, but you can also think vacation time. So it doesn't mean you're actually getting away. What's better spent in terms of time off? Do you want to travel, or is there a lot of benefit in just staying home and having nothing else to do or nothing else planned? Do you get the question?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, you're up first. Or you can pass.
No, we'll go first.
Okay.
So, as you know, like we stay home a lot, and we have our home like every single day. Lots of people stay home like a lot, and it's like kind of a chance to like get out of your house, explore new things with your family and friends, and it like increases time with your friends and family.
Okay.
And like not just like looking like at a screen for a while, or not doing your homework, and it kind of like doesn't cause as much stress because you're getting away from like the screen and stuff, and it can like, and you're having fun on a vacation.
So you think traveling is better?
Yeah,
with some time off. What else, Audrey?
I feel
Travel,
like if you stay home, it also like fully depends on your personality. If you like to go out and explore, and it could like, if you do travel, it could create new experiences and like show something. If you like really want to go to this place and you get to experience it. But also staying home does have an aspect to it, because if you want to like, if you like are like, I want to like complete this, you know, I want to like clean my closet or something, you can't really do that if you're like not home.
Sure, makes sense. All right, solid start, Double A. Anything else before we pass it over?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, Madison or Samya? Travel or stay home?
It actually depends, because some people enjoy staying home, and like Audrey said, some people enjoy going out and exploring. But it also has to do with what you've done before. Like if you're really stressed out during school and you just want to stay at home and do nothing and just relax and keep your mind off of things, staying at home could be a better choice. And if you want to break, like explore and spend time with your friends, going and traveling with your family or maybe family friends would be better based on your personality. But also staying at home, in my opinion, could also be a better choice, because school, and especially during summer break, people go on vacation and spend time with their families and go and visit new places, and that's normally after school to spend time and have fun before school starts again.
Yeah, I totally get it. So you're saying stay at home is fine for some people, traveling is fine for some people, you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounded like over here they were saying travel more, get out. But Samya says, maybe in the middle. Madison, are you taking one side or the other?
I'm kind of in the middle too, because I feel like if you, like Audrey said, like if you want to do something productive at home, then you can stay home. But if you want to go out and like see people and do things, then it would be vacation. But I think it's good, like, for sometimes just to just relax instead of like being all about. Because vacations, they're normally really busy, so they're always running around and going places.
Interesting points. You know, I think I side with travel and like see the world, but Samya's done such a nice job all day, and I think the purple, and then Madison right in at the end with, I think I gotta give the game over here to the purple elephants. I don't know if that's right or not. You gotta tell us in the comments if you think that I went with the wrong team. Double A, pretty solid. I don't know, it was a really even matchup, I thought. Plus, this is all just for fun anyway, right? Anyway, I want to say thank you to our 7th graders. Thanks to Ashtyn and Audrey. Thanks to Samya and Madison. Double A and Purple Elephants for starting off our 2024-2025 school year of debates. You can hear everybody in the hall. They're ready to come in. So we got to close this out. Let's say goodbye. Until next time, everyone. Thanks as always for watching. Let's give a wave. Bye-bye.
Bye.